Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome back to another episode of my AFL 26 Management Career Mode here with Port Adelaide. I hope you're all doing very well today. This is possibly one of our biggest games of the season. We've got Geelong, which on the surface isn't a big game, but they are in 9th spot right now. They've had a couple of big wins in recent weeks, but most importantly, they were one of the teams that gave us a loss earlier in the year. And they did beat us quite badly. If we go back and have a look earlier in the year, I think it was round 10, I believe it was. Yeah, we lost at home by 62 points, and they absolutely belted us. So we're hoping that that won't happen again. But yeah, it was a really dangerous game. It was a really frustrating game as well. They absolutely destroyed us. And if I remember correctly, O'Connor, Stewart, and Guthrie got the votes on this one. We were okay in the fourth quarter. We actually won the fourth quarter, but the rest of the game was absolutely horrible. But the thing that's making this tricky is we are now going down to Geelong and having to deal with them in their home territory. So this is going to be very, very challenging. In terms of the squad selection, we've made a couple of changes. Obviously, we're going to be without Jordan Sweet for a couple of weeks. I think he's got a hamstring strain. So we've brought in Big Ivan to sit in the ruck for us. Finlayson's going to go to the bench. We'll also put Georgiadis on the bench. We've also brought back Christian Moraes because he does have a bit of potential. Had a decent game in the SANFL last week. I want to give him a bit more of a go, and we are I just want to make sure that we're getting close to finals, that some of our key guys are getting a bit more of a refreshed run into finals. So the guys like Rosie and Horne-Francis are the guys we really want to take care of. I know Butters is injured at the moment, but once he gets back, we probably won't bring him back until finals unless we desperately need to. And in terms of our SANFL side that have their game this week, I believe it's up against West Adelaide. We'll have a quick scout. That's actually on the Sunday, so I've actually made that team unchanged. There was no reason to change anything. So we're going to leave that as is. Geelong is now the primary focus for today. In terms of their kit, do they really wear navy shorts? I feel like I only ever see them wear the white shorts. And in terms of the prison bars, we should be okay to wear those today. We could probably throw on... Actually, we may as well keep the black shorts. If Geelong's going to wear white, we can wear black. That's absolutely fine. Tactically, I don't think there's anything to change right this point in time. We might leave the midfield on attacking because we're in good form. I want to see how that goes. Kickouts, we'll leave it as is. Defensively, we'll just try and find our players. Everything else should be okay. But without further ado, let's go. Here we are at the Cattery. There's no wind. There's a little bit of cloud over top, but we should be okay conditions-wise. And we are very keen to see how we go. The opposition is Geelong. Get the win, sing our song. They smoked us in round 10. They smoked us in 2007. Hopefully, they won't smoke us again today. Here come the Cats. Paddy Dangerfield, not the skipper today, although he is playing, which is a little funny. Looks like the captaincy has been passed on to Tommy Stewart. And yes, I did change the Guernseys because I did have to quit out of the game, as it looks like there was an update applied, but I don't actually know the content of the update just yet. We'll have a look at that towards the end of the game, if not before the next video. As Port Adelaide have called tails on the toss. Geelong have won, and they are going to... Let's have a look where they kick. They're going to kick to the left. Here we go. I was about to say Jordan Sweet, but he's not in the game. Dangers pushing forward. Big fist out the back. The Cats looking to get the ball clear. They do. And we do as well. We get dropped. Oh, golly me. Geelong are already hot under the collar. No pun intended. You get it because they're Cats. Connor Rosie can't lay a tackle. That's not 15. Boot to ball. Horne-Francis gets dropped. It is chaos early. And Alir. Let's calm the farm a little bit. Ball goes to ground. Horne-Francis. Moraes over the top. That's a free kick. We get one of our first objectives. We've ticked one of our free kicks off the list. We need 7 more. It's a 4-on-1 at half forward. And Alir once again takes a nice mark. Lukosius just sitting under it. And he takes a good grab. I think he has 77 goals on the year, if I remember correctly. For number 78 inching closer and closer to that 100 milestone. Not something we've seen since Buddy Franklin, and he slots it through. First goal on the day. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Ball going forward. Big mark by Shannon Neal at centre half forward. Zerk Thatcher stands up tall, does a fantastic job. Ball going down the line. Risky kick. Reece Stanley, that was a bit shorter than I intended. Hopefully the new update hasn't messed with the sliders once again. But now Reece Stanley, long-time servant of the Geelong Footy Club, slots through his first, and the Cats are on the board. Good hit out by Soldo. Moraes just trying to get involved. Dangerfield. We trip him up. That was a bit of a desperate lunge from Moraes there. Now we've got Tyson Stengel. Former Crow, former Tiger. Been an All-Australian Premiership player. De Koning kicking forward. Nobody home. Good tackle from behind. Dangerfield. It's a behind. Just trying to work the ball out of fullback. We're not doing too bad right now. Good hands by Willem Drew. Burn-Jones over the top. Doesn't have anyone to contend with. We'll just keep chipping the ball up the ground. Seems to be working so far. Burgoyne can't take the mark. Good tackle. Jai Clark in the contest. Good hands again by Burger King. Off to centre half forward. Joe Berry has a few to contend with. O'Connor absolutely smashed us last time. Rosie's front and centre. Boak running onto it. Obviously been trying to get over to Geelong, or Geelong's been trying to get him, I should say, for many years. Moraes can't hit up a target. But Travis Boak, former Geelong Falcon in the VFL as he was a youngster, probably going to retire to Geelong, you would imagine, in the future. And when I say not necessarily on the Cats, I mean more to the city, being from there. And Connor Rosie turns the ball over once again. Geelong just seem like they have one extra player out there right now. And Dangerfield takes a mark directly in front of goal. Not known to be the most reliable set shot in the world over the course of his career. Has kicked some really good goals, but has also missed some absolute stinkers. That is straight through the middle, however. Geelong pushing forward once again. Dangerfield in the middle. Lay a tackle. Can't get it. Connor Rosie does a good job. Dangerfield again. Going deep. Good mark from behind. Zerk Thatcher. So lucky to have him. Ball over the top. Cochrane looking for Whitlock. Good hands. An interesting start to his career so far. He's got, I think, 30-odd goals so far in the AFL. He's got a few in the SANFL as well. But that one is not going to be added to the total. It's a low-scoring game so far. And, you know, we're only 11 minutes in. Both teams just really struggling to get on the scoreboard early. Speaking of which, Jackson Mead kicking towards goal. It's another behind to the total. Back down to under a goal, which is handy. Tom Stewart, what are you doing? Good to see the AI still being stupid after the update. Berry slots through his first. Ball cleared by Port Adelaide. Wines going long. Going strong. Whitlock. Good grab just outside the square. We could go with the drop punt, but I think just to be safe, we'll go with the check side. Hopefully this should be okay. And it is. Whitlock now just having a spell in the middle of the ground. Moraes kicks forward. Finds Georgiadis at centre half forward. Kicking a little bit wider. Jackson Mead has the tough Tom Stewart matchup. Not easy, because Tom Stewart did bash us up last time as well. Drew on the run, gives away a free kick, running too far, gets wrapped up. Geelong applying some really good defensive pressure right now. I always get the Guthrie's Max. Oh my God. I always get the Guthrie's mixed up. That was really hard to say. Horn Francis has a ton of space all by himself. We've got Lukosius leading out of full forward. Good hands. Looking for a second in the first quarter. Has been a little quiet in the last couple of weeks. That's pretty good though. Now a 13-point game. We're doubling scores. The Cats showing a bit of resilience. Dangerfield pushing forward. Not 15. Trying to just get the ball clear. We've got a player at the back. We're not going to be able to get there, I don't think. And it's Ollie Henry. Very easy. Quick reply from the Cats. Back down to a 7-point game. Great work once again by Port Adelaide. Just getting it clear of the centre. And Tom Stewart, once again, just rebounding off of half-back. Just not doing good enough right now. Handball clear. We're on the move. Good tackle by Drew. Stanley gets the foot free. Does a really good job. Guthrie gets it clear. Ball over the top. Jed Buse, the father son is what I meant to say. Good hands by Zerk Thatcher. We've got a player wide. Actually, I've just kicked it straight to Mullen. I thought that was a Port player. And Henry's taken another mark. For back-to-back goals to Ollie Henry. He nails it. Back down to a 1-point game. Markets and half forward for Tyson Stengel. Down the line. Dangerfield. He's got it. Having an outstanding quarter. Winding back the clock. This for his 10th disposal and his second goal. Straight through the middle. He's got it. Again, just out of the middle. Great tackle. No free kick, though. Possibly a little unlucky. Rosie trying to get it clear. Aliir boot to ball. Boak picks it up. Oh, that's not 15. Okay, we need a mark here. Can't get the mark. Geelong with the quick hands. We got numbers here. Come on, get it clear, get it here. Bloke. Good kick. Long. Lukosius. Good hands. Good mark. For a 10-goal quarter between the two teams. Not to be with that kick. That is well to the left. Inaccuracy, not our friend so far, although it has been a lot better than some other weeks that we have had. Down the line. Geelong somehow get away with it. Great hands. That, could be a high tackle, but it's a really good tackle. Well done, Wiltshire. And now Whitlock, who's actually put up a really good fight in the ruck so far. Hands over the back by Geelong. Down the line, only finds Aliir. We can't find a target forward, though. Geelong just doing far too well. Rebounding off of defensive 50. Burgoyne with a strong tackle. Ball clear. Another tackle, please. Pick the ball up. Find a target inside 50. We can't. Fortunately for us, Tom Stewart is an idiot. And now Tommy Cochran is going to have a shot on goal to get us ahead before quarter time. It's 5 goals apiece. We lead by 3. And that is it. Quarter time is in the books. What a quarter of football it has been. As I said, 5 goals each. Geelong were ahead. Then we were. Then they were. And now we are again. But a very, very entertaining game. Dangerfield and Henry have 2 apiece. Lukosius has 2. Whitlock, Berry, Cochran, and Stanley, the other goal kickers. Stanley having a good game in the ruck. De Koning not doing too bad. Whitlock standing his own, but we should probably give Soldo a little bit more run. Jai Clark and Dangerfield having an absolutely dominant display in the midfield. Moraes, surprisingly, 9 disposals in the first quarter. Probably more than he's had in his entire AFL career so far. I think he's only made 1 appearance, and that was as a sub. Rosie not doing too bad, but our other midfielders really need to step up. Soldo back in the middle for Port Adelaide. Great handball out the back. Can't get it clear, though. Reece Stanley does a good job. Horne-Francis running after Stewart. Can't lay a tackle. And now O'Connor at half forward, or half back, I should say. Handballing forward, just a little bit too much. We just need to get boot to ball sometimes. Burn-Jones on half forward. We've just changed the lineup a little bit. We've got actually, Jackson Mead's all by himself. Great vision. Only had a couple of disposals to his name so far. Kick's not bad, but it's offline, unfortunately. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Tom Stewart is an idiot. Stop kicking dumbly. Dumbly, I've made up a word there. And we've got a goal out of it. Smoke and Joe Richards intercepts. And I thought just because we got given a gift, I'd try a really fancy snap, and it worked out okay. We probably could have just done a drop punt and it would have been fine. But it's now a 10-point game. That was a goal that we really shouldn't have gotten. So I thought the dumb kick was justified. Anyway, Tom Stewart, speak of the devil. Trying to get it clear, we can't. Good tackle in the middle of the ground by, I can't actually tell who that is. I think it's Moraes. Now we've got Soldo in the middle once again. Trying to get it clear, does. Boot to ball, well done Jackson Mead. Burn-Jones, great hands. We've got players running over the top. Who's he going to give it to? Looking for Horne-Francis. Can't get it, was the last man. Soldo, boot to ball. And Smoke and Joe once again. Looking for a second in the quarter. We've got 2 quick ones. Geelong get it clear though. They're doing a fantastic job in the forward line and in the midfield so far. Shannon Neal takes the mark on Aliir, getting a lot of the ball, but no goals for him, I believe, so far. To get it back to an even 10-point game. That is beautiful. The Cats are clawing back. Another centre clearance for Geelong. We are just absolutely terrible in the middle of the ground right now. Zerk Thatcher, really, really nice. At fullback, we're just going to kick to this clump of players in the middle of the ground. Ollie Wines and Jed Buse. Ollie Wines wins out. We got Joe Richards wide with Humphreys. Richards can't take the mark. We got players there. Probably should have just kicked it forward. Didn't work out. Aliir gets shoved out the way. Geelong running wide once again. And Tyson Stengel with the mark. Maybe just outside his range. We need a man up. Oh, there's a player back. We got 2 that we need to take care of. And it's Jed Buse once again. Kick around the body. Straight through. There's been bananas at both ends. And it's back to 4. We got a shootout at the Cattery. Just trying to apply some more midfield pressure. But Geelong players, they're loose. Now Ollie Henry once again. For 3 Geelong goals in a row. Ollie Henry. Been the best forward on the ground so far. Sneaks it in just past that right goalpost. Cats lead by 2. Finally get a ball forward. Whitlock takes a good mark. It's just battle of the forwards right now. Defenders, it's a bad game for you guys. For Whitlock's second. And to restore the lead, he kicks true. What an entertaining half of football so far. Wines clears it out of the middle. Burgoyne, sat on by Guthrie. Boak, long ball forward, looking for Burn-Jones. He takes it. See if we can squeeze this one in. We do. Back out to 10. 17 goals in the first half. It has been rock and roll football so far. Soldo can't win that one out the middle. Cats pushing forward once again. Moraes getting a lot of the footy. And now, Geelong, Dangerfield, can't take the mark. I actually don't even think that was Dangerfield. Never mind, but the Burger King does well. Burgoyne has a few to contend with, and I believe that's Zach Guthrie. Kicking forward, finds De Koning. Geelong, another forward entry, close. Ball goes to deck. Oh my God, Stanley. Just somebody tackle. It's Ollie Henry again. Just could not pick up the ball there. And for 4 in the first half, Ollie Henry almost hits the goalpost. This is outrageous. Moraes, quick kick forward. Can't take the mark. Horn Francis Mead, can't lay a tackle. Now De Koning. Having a look forward, can't see anything he likes. Chips it short. Reece Stanley. Does a good job to get down to ground level. Now it's Stevens, over the top. Finds Stengel. Going long. Zerk Thatcher, easy chest mark. Big fly from Stewart, can't take the grab though. Horn Francis can't lay the tackle. I've accidentally pressed a button I don't know about. Big Ivan, going forward, Smoking Joe. Now we've got to find a target. Players on the move. Oh, I've kicked not where I wanted to, but it's actually going to end up with Burn-Jones. No, it's not. And now Nevitt at half-back. We've really missed an opportunity there to get another goal. Connor Rosie intercepts, fortunately. We need to go long. We got players waiting. Whitlock. Another good grab. Has been a really good player. A little inconsistent at times, but you expect that from your young players. For his third. Does well. Just been a strange game. Very high scoring, as we know. But it just, we either get a clearance very easily or we cannot defend it to save our lives. And now we got Wiltshire here at half forward, looking for a target. Zerk Thatcher seems to be the only defender capable of doing anything today. Let's go down the line, looking for Soldo. We sort of overcook it a little bit. Rosie on Dangerfield. Rosie gets a good mark there. Whitlock. Burn-Jones. It's out the back. Burn-Jones giving chase. Running into an open goal. How do you stuff that up, really? Zerk Thatcher at halfback did a really good job intercepting that long ball. And now Soldo, man. I mean, we are really missing Jordan Sweet right now. Alir, where have you been today? That is a horrible kick. Handball over the top. We can't get it clear. It's a high tackle. We give it away, unfortunately. Geelong have players out the back. They've still got players out the back, but Jed Buse is going to have a shot on goal. Lining up for his second. Ooh, it's a little offline. Sneaks it in just. Back in the middle now, running forward. We've got a few good players, or a few more players, I should say, back in the middle for us. And Tyson Stengel takes the mark at centre half forward, right in front of Alir. Lockie Jones can't put a body on Wiltshire to force him to drop the ball. Instead, he takes the mark deep in the pocket. Gonna have to go around the body. He's offline. I'm pretty sure that's the first set shot the Cats have missed today, if I'm not mistaken. Connor Rosie goes to the pocket, finds Ryan Burton. We've kicked to not a good contest there. Reece, actually not Reece Stanley, it's Tommy Stewart. And now Mullen. He's going to go with the check side here, the Irishman. I believe he's Irish. I'm guessing he is by his name. Oisin, I believe it is. Big high checky. He slots it and the Cats are back in front. Cats pushing forward once again. Burton does well. Going to kick on, looking for Burgoyne wide. He's got two to deal with. Does a fantastic job that occasion. It's kicked to centre half forward. Jackson Mead, good hands. Let's go short. We'll find Rosie, and he takes the mark. Having a sneakily good game today. Not as good as some of our other players, but he misses, unfortunately. Dangerfield at halfback has all the space in the world. Kicks it short, straight to Ryan Burton. Can we take a mark? We do. Georgiadis, we need probably one more before halftime if we can. Berry can't. We get another inside 50. We need 55 for the game. Willem Drew intercepts. And the siren is gone for halftime. If we can sneak one more in, that would be outstanding. And for the lead. We hit the post. It's an even game going into halftime. 6 goals 1 to 5 goals 4 for the quarter. Unfortunately, if we were kicking a little bit straighter, we'd probably be doing a lot better. Henry has 4 goals straight so far. Whitlock doing very nicely. Buse, Dangerfield, Lukosius, Richards. Jai Clark leading the way in disposals. Moraes and Rosie having a very good game. But yeah, all Geelong right now in the midfield, apart from Moraes and Rosie. Ollie Wines isn't doing too bad, but probably could be getting a little bit more of the ball. But our defensive work is really, really poor, and we're getting smashed in the ruck. Obviously, Reece Stanley and Sam De Koning, two of the best rucks going around. We're just a little bit undermanned right now in terms of our ruck stocks. Hopefully, we can make up for it by the strength of our forwards in the second half. Here we are. The second half at Alphabet Stadium. De Koning and Soldo going to kick off proceedings. Great hit out. Handball over the top. Doesn't find anybody. Down the line. Now we got Mullen. Kick to goal just before halftime. Going to be looking for a forward. Burgoyne can't take the mark. Dangerfield. Short kick. Dropped again. Somebody put a body on close, please. Quick kick finally gets clear. And we got Logan Evans running after it all by himself. Down the line, Richards takes a nice mark on the wing. Kicking forward to Whitlock. He's got a big job here. Takes a good grab. Let's go down to the square. We got Burgoyne and we got Boak. Burgoyne takes it. Two very famous names in Port Adelaide's history. Pretty quiet first half for Burgoyne, but kicks a goal. Burgoyne in the middle of the ground. Let's go forward. Short little kick. Ends up with Tommy Stewart once again killing it off of halfback. I mean, he's a multi-time All-Australian. I think he's a 5-time All-Australian. Didn't get drafted till he's in his mid-20s. Has been absolutely outstanding find for Geelong, which they just seem to find guys. It's just sort of their nature. We'll go short here. Soldo can't... Oh, actually, Lukosius took it in the end. I thought Soldo was going to take it. Down the line, Whitlock, 2 to deal with. He's got it for number 4. Kicking off the second half in style. That's out in the full. That was a poor kick. Still no goals on the day for Connor Rosie. If he can get his first here, might kick off his second half in style. Now a 2-goal lead after Port Adelaide get the first 2 of the second half. Close. Kicking forward. Geelong have 12. I believe that was close. Yes, it was. Brad Close. Fantastic kick. Just picked it up in the contest. Little shimmy. Kicks a nice goal. And a very quick reply from the Cats. They get another one out the middle. Rosie handballs over the top. Couldn't find Wines. Close steps up again. Down the line. Alir. Mitch Nevitt. We're getting absolutely killed in our contested marking down back. Lining up for his first on the day. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't kicked one yet. But he has now. I really don't know what to do about our key backs because Zerk Thatcher's having a really good game. Alir is having an absolute stinker. And then we've obviously got, you know, the likes of Ryan Burton, who technically isn't a key back, but is sort of that kind of size. Little short kick by Will Drew. Little, doesn't actually travel the distance. Lukosius had to get rid of it quickly. It's a high tackle. And now Stevens kicking short. Whoever that was couldn't take the mark. Burgoyne running onto it. Is he going to be first? He is. Trying to find his player at the back. Great tackle. It's another high tackle. And Dangerfield turns the ball over straight away. Zerk Thatcher. The man intercepting the ball once again. Moraes down the line. Can't take the mark. Richards at half forward takes the mark. I mean, a barrel would be mildly irresponsible. I did consider it for a minute. Boak. He takes the mark inside the center. Oh, sorry, the goal square, not the center square. Hoping just to chip this one through. Shouldn't be too difficult to kick. And he's got it. The Geelong native gets his first of the day. Dangerfield running forward. Long ball. Alir does absolutely nothing once again. And it's Brad Close looking for a second. He misses very, very close to goal. That was a little bit surprising considering how good they've been in front of goal today. Who the hell have I kicked that to? Logan Evans ran from absolutely nowhere. Oh, I probably shouldn't have played on. Panic. Soldo gets smothered. Okay, we're okay. You're okay. It's like I'm reassuring that everyone's okay. Lukosius picks it up. Ball forward. Ends up in the hands of O'Connor. Ball down the line. Stevens does well to get low. And a great intercept by Georgiadis. We've put him back. He's not done anything forward. So we're just going to try and use his marking capabilities at centre-half back. Hopefully that will be okay. Horn Francis, literally in the centre of the ground. Whitlock's one out. He's been good today. He takes another mark. Second opportunity, looking for a fourth. That's better. He's got it. It's an 11-point game. Just been goal for goal so far in this game. Close has it. Centre-half back, or centre-half forward for us. Other way around. Alir finally takes a contested mark. Well done, good sir. And now Willem Drew. The ball goes through absolutely everybody. Come on, Burgoyne. Give it. Good. Run. That's holding the ball. Geelong kicking the ball forward. Great hands back at Georgiadis. Now, we've got options. We'll go down the line. Rosie. Actually, it's Zerk Thatcher. Zerk Thatcher, where the hell are you? Why are you up there? Okay, Rosie's over the top. He has... Oh, that's a bit of a deep kick. Boak takes the grab. Veteran move from an absolute veteran. Get this man a wheelchair. He is falling apart, but he's got 2 on the day, and I'm pretty sure that's the biggest lead of the day. Brad Close at centre-half forward. Takes a good grab. Ball going deep. Alir does well. Does a really good job, actually. Connor Rosie. Nice mark in the middle of the ground. Who's that? Short and wide. It's Logan Evans. Risky kick. Ends up with Stengel. Henry kicking. Oh, senders the ball really unselfishly to Brad Close. Could have had a go himself, but gave it up to Close. Messed up a really bad kick earlier. Redeems himself here. Gets his second. Just getting a little knackered at the moment. We maybe need to rotate our positions a little bit. And Mullen. He is doing my head in. I don't know what to do with our back line. I don't know why it's performing so badly today. I don't know why it seems like it's only against Geelong. But it's a 5-point game. This is outrageously high scoring, and it's making me feel a little bit nauseous. Still got, I think, about 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Horn Francis, one over the top. Quick kick. Not Horn Francis. Smoking Joe. Gonna have a shot. Has already got 2 in the quarter. Be nice if you could get a third, get us over the 100 threshold. Just misses, unfortunately. Gets us to 99, though. But inside 3 quarters, that is really, really quite the achievement. Now Nevitt, once again, kicking to centre half back. Only finds Soldo. Someone's in the pocket. It's Burn Jones. He takes it. Raise your bat. There's the 100. We have 16 goals in 3 quarters, but we've conceded 15. I don't know whether we're playing well, whether we're playing badly. I just know that we're still in the lead and it's still competitive. Great mark at halfback by Logan Evans. I don't know why he was running up the field earlier. That's where he's been the whole time. Big fly from behind. I think that might have been Joe Berry. But Geelong now just starting to take care of the ball a little bit better. Nevitt in the middle of the ground. We've got options. Bergman can't take the mark, unfortunately, in the hand of Stevens. Now Shannon Neal. Could probably have a shot if he really wanted to. Goes down the line. And it's Henry once again. I don't think he's kicked a goal this quarter, actually. He had 4 at halftime, and he still has 4. But looking for number 5. Does not disappoint. Geelong might not be done. Stengel. Need a mark back here if we can get one. It's, for God's sake, it's Mullen again. It's on the siren as well. So, to tie the game at 3-quarter time, just as it was at halftime, he does it. What a 4th quarter we have coming your way. 6 goals apiece that quarter. Geelong killing us in the disposals. Henry has 5, Whitlock 4, Mullen 3, Close, Dangerfield all have 2. But again, it's just the disposals. Geelong are killing us. Jai Clark up there, Nevitt, Moraes had a bit more of a quiet quarter that time around. Tommy Stewart, no handballs, 18 kicks. I wonder how many intercept marks he has. Dangerfield, obviously. Connor Rosie doing a bit. We probably need him to stand up in the final quarter. Although he's doing it, I mean, he's doing his fair share in the midfield. But if we take him out of the midfield and put him forward, we may have no supply to get the ball down there. Ollie Wines, Zerk Thatcher, just the rest of our midfielders need to step up. We are underway. We've taken some risk. The sub has been made. Moraes is out. Finlayson in. Great tackle by Willem Drew. Ball gets free, though. I was kind of expecting a free kick there. Quick kick. Ball goes to ground. We get a free kick for our troubles, and we somehow don't get the advantage, even though we had a mark at half forward. That's so dumb. But Soldo, anyway, takes a mark inside 50. Fortunately for us, it pays off. But can we get the first goal of the final quarter? Not with that kick. Henry takes the mark up the ground for Geelong. They've got players streaming back. And he gives it straight up to Ollie Wines. Let's go down the ground now. Tommy Cochran has got Humphreys to deal with. Can't take the mark. Good tackle by Horn Francis. Another good tackle. Burgoyne kicks it backwards. What are you doing? Henry flies. Geelong are out. Oh, it's all gone wrong. We need a mark here. Get back, Bergman. He does well. Tommy Stewart takes a mark at halfback. He's been so good today. O'Connor up the ground. Looking for a target. Horn Francis drops it. Okay, handball over the top. Here we go. Rosie, quick kick. Going forward. Smoking Joe. Tom Stewart, once again, so good today. Finds his lookalike in Reece Stanley. Reece Stanley gets it back, going down the ground. Ball goes to ground. I don't really know who that was to, Horn Francis, but it works out okay. Rosie is absolutely stuffed. Maybe we should put him forward. Burton has a player at the back. Well composed, and Brad Close. Too good right now, the Cats. Rosie, good mark. Obviously don't want to force any injuries, so let's just take care of the ball. That's not 15. I thought he was a little bit wider than he was. Ball goes to ground. Stanley. Oh, my Lord. This is tense. This is really tense. That looked like a high tackle. It wasn't. Okay, we're out. We're out. We're out. Bergman. We need a mark here. Cochran. Humphreys. Now Geelong. We are knackered. Getting back. We're just chasing jumpers. And now Jai Clark. 24 disposals for him. He's had a very, very good game. Lining up for his first. Puts it through. Rosie tries to tackle Dangerfield. Can't, unfortunately. Ball going deep once again. Bergman does well. We've got players wide. We've got two, or it was a 2-on-1, but now it's a 2-on-2. Drew gets it loose. Where is Evans going? Deep ball. Can't get hands on it. Panic, panic, panic. Horne-Francis does well. Finlayson the sub. We need you to do something. Stewart kicks it short. That's not 15. We get wrapped up. Neil kicks long. Gets tackled by Rosie. Well done, the skipper. Now we got Lukosius. Takes the mark. Let's take the responsibility. We got to get a goal to get us back in the game. Lukosius with a long ball. Normally plays out of the goal square, but he's at centre half forward at the moment. Kicks it long. It's either a goal or a touch behind. He's got it. Absolutely critical kick from Jack Lukosius there. Rosie now clearing it once again. Lukosius, another mark. Can he go 2 for 2 in the quarter? Not with that kick. It's offline. Unfortunately, that one's out in the full. Mark it half forward by Stengel. Pushing forward now. Finds Blixarves. Kicks to forward 50. Zerk Thatcher does his job. We've got a Lear short. We're trying to go a little bit further than that. There's Blixarves. No good. Bergman. Oh, they drop it. Oh, Mullins out the back. I hate this guy. I actually hate him. He's got another one. Trying to get it clear of the middle once again. Going forward, Lukosius. His goal kicking's not been great. I mean, he kicked that really nice goal before. Kicking it a bit, risky. Burgoyne. Didn't need to do that. Didn't really need to kick it into next week, but anyway, we're now down by 5. Game seems to have slowed down a little bit. Not as many goals in this quarter. Wines. Centre half forward. Lukosius once again. Got players out the back. This time it's Burgoyne. And this time he takes the mark. And this will be a better opportunity for him to score a goal. Kicked one earlier today to get the lead back. He's got it. Another kick forward by Soldo. Can't get it at a half forward. Unfortunately, Stewart has just been absolutely dominant today. And now O'Connor, another mark at half forward. We've got things we need to worry about. They kick it short. Why wouldn't you kick it long? Ollie Wines kicks wide. Probably not 15. Burton looking down the line. Berry just not taking care of the ball right now. And now Jack Martin. Haven't really seen a lot of him today. Ball's loose. Good spoil. Willem Drew can't run onto it. We've got to throw in. We're wrapped up. It's holding the ball. How is that holding the ball? And how was that 15? Logan Evans, intercept mark. Risky kick. Horne-Francis takes it. We could just take care of the ball for the rest of the game. But I'm going to sort of play rock and roll football. I'm going to score as many goals as I can because that is not how we do things. We are not a conservative football club. We are going to play to the death and play attacking always. As Bergman takes a nice mark at half back. And we got Soldo down the line. He drops it. Good tackle by Finlayson. Ball going down the line once again. Ball is spoiled. Dangerfield gets it forward. Horne-Francis. Neil. Zerk Thatcher, you are my hero. Horne-Francis at half back. Takes a good mark. Edge of the centre square. Down the line. Who is it? It's Joe Barry. Can't take it. Running onto it. Good tackle. Burgoyne giving chase. Another good tackle. Oh, Boak stopped running. It's out of bounds. High tackle in the stoppage, unfortunately. Good intercept by Finlayson. 21 minutes gone. We play on. Whitlock's on the move. And it's a mark for number 5. And to ice the game, you would think it's not going to be a goal, unfortunately. But if we could get a point, that would be great. It may even be out in the full. It's out in the full. That was a crap kick. Geelong need to be smart, and that was dumb. We're going to have another shot. Burgoyne Is he going to ice the game? That's pretty good. He's got it. Cats aren't done yet. Great mark by Stevens, just bodied whoever that was. Goal. It's offline for the Cats. Okay, we just need to hit targets. Short kick, fine. We've won by a goal. Burgoyne, you're a superstar. Lowest scoring quarter was the last. Look at that patch. That last sort of third of the last quarter. We got a goal right towards the end via Burgoyne. That secured the win. 125 to 119. One of our best wins of the year. Geelong were outstanding. Ollie Henry ended with 5. Whitlock 4. Mullen 4. Not a big fan of him. Jace Burgoyne. Kick 3, including the winner. Lukosius 3. Dangerfield was good. Brad Close was good. A lot of good players today. Georgiadis, where are you? You did absolutely nothing today. How many disposals? He had 8 disposals. Don't think Geelong used their sub. They didn't. It was Bailey Smith. Nevitt had 30. Jai Clark had 29. Rosie was good. Probably not our best on. I think that would probably go to Whitlock or Burgoyne, just because he got the winner. Wines was good in the last quarter. But a fantastic performance. Soldo did a good job. Not a great job, but a good job in the ruck. He had a tough job. Let's sing that song. Tom Stewart, best on ground, and deservedly so. I'm pretty sure he got best on ground last time around as well. Connor Rosie with the 2 votes. Zerk Thatcher with 1 vote. Tom Stewart was very good. How many intercept marks did he end up with? He had 10 intercept marks, 12 contested marks, 2 spoils. How many marks in total for him? Where are we looking? 12 marks total. Stengel had 12 marks. I was not expecting him to have that much. Zerk Thatcher, 11 marks in total and a fair few intercepts as well. And Connor Rosie obviously had a very good game as per usual. No objectives collected this week, unfortunately. But it's now time to kick on to the... I was about to say the WSANFL. It's the SANFL. No W involved. And then we got West Adelaide, who I actually know where they are on the ladder. If we have a quick scout, they are right on the edge of finals. So they are... in 5th, I've got a game in hand, so the top 5 is basically locked in right now. So West Adelaide are 2.5 wins clear. But again, the streak is on the line. The streak is on the line, as it will be until it gets broken. We win very comfortably. It's an 84-point win. 621 disposals in the game. O'Reilly kicks 3, and looks like he had a... 49 disposals, 47 for Power Pepper. An outrageous performance. Wow. And we get we actually get all of our objectives. A very, very good result. And then our next game in the SANFL, I believe, is against Central District based on that. So we can see that we've got Freo at home next week, as well as Central Districts at home. So that will be the next episode. We'll sort of have a look here. Again, no injuries, doing very, very lucky. We'll schedule some training. We'll repeat last week's training. We're not going to select the lineup. I just want to have a look at the week's fixtures. Let's see how things played out. St Kilda thumped North Melbourne by 102. Geez, a lot of big wins this week. Collingwood beat Brisbane. That is handy for us, just at the top of the ladder. Sydney beat Essendon. The Bulldogs, 30 goals, 9, destroyed the Giants. A lot of people kicked 3 goals for the Doggies. Looks like everybody kicked pretty straight as well. So hopefully that is one of the things that has been fixed in the patch. And then Freo beat Carlton as well. I didn't even see that one. That's 123 points. Treacy kicked 4, Banfield 4, Brayshaw 4. Surely Brayshaw got the Brownlow votes. He did. Is Treacy back kicking straight? 4 goals, 5. Not necessarily, but that could just be a blip. We obviously beat Geelong. The Crows lose to Hawthorn. West Coast beat Melbourne, and Gold Coast, my beloved Gold Coast, beat the Tigers at home. Noah Anderson kicking 4 and probably getting best on. Yes, he did. Now, in terms of the ladder, we are now 5 games clear. So even if we lose every game for the rest of the season, we are now guaranteed to finish top of the ladder, which is a very, very nice place to be. So we might see some squad rotation going into the final games of the year before finals. We've got the Bulldogs who have jumped all the way up to second now. They were outside of the top 8 for a long time, and just all of a sudden they are on fire. Brisbane, 3 consecutive losses have put them down in 3rd. Hawthorn in 4th. GWS 5th. The Crows are falling behind. Freo's now in 6th. Carlton, who were in the top 4 at one stage, are now in 8th. Sydney, Geelong, Collingwood, even Gold Coast now knocking on the door of the top 8. Collingwood and the Gold Coast Suns both on big winning streaks. So is St Kilda, but I think they're just a little bit too far behind. But we've got Freo, who we absolutely flogged over in Perth. I think that was actually quite early in the season when we played them. Our objectives for the next game: 275 disposals, 14 free kicks, and 22 goals. Just remains to be seen how that goes. Actually, that'll be for the SANFL. So hopefully we can do a little bit better than that, get all those objectives ticked off. But that is going to do it for today, guys. A very, very good episode. Very, very successful episode. But thank you very much for all your help on this series. I've really appreciated all of your support. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until then, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.